Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make gluten-free and oil-free donuts that are super tasty and really don't take that many ingredients to make. I absolutely love these donuts for any type of late night dessert or breakfast, just to really give you a little extra sweetness. So this is a great, more healthy alternative to your regular donuts. So here are all the ingredients that you are going to need right here. You can use any type of brand you want. It doesn't have to be exactly what I'm using right now, but this is what brands I'm going to be using. So when we start creating our recipe, we're going to have 2 bowls, one for dry ingredients and one for wet ingredients. And before you start, make sure you turn your oven to 350 Fahrenheit. So starting off with our dry ingredients, you're going to go and put in 1.5 cups of either almond flour or gluten-free ground oats. That's what I did. I used some gluten-free grounded oats that I blended up in a blender, or you could just use any type of flour. It doesn't necessarily have to be gluten-free, but for this it is. Next, I go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Then I go ahead and put in 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. The cocoa powder that I'm using has 0 grams of sugar. And lastly, I put in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And once you have all those ingredients in that bowl, go ahead and mix it a little bit so everything is just mixed together and you just don't have them really separated. And once you're done mixing it, it should be a light brown color depending on how dark your cocoa powder was. Now for the wet ingredients, I'm going to go ahead and put in 2 eggs. It doesn't matter if they're brown or white eggs, just 2 eggs. Size doesn't matter either. Then I put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, makes it smell super good. Then I go ahead and add in 2/3 cup of yogurt. And when I add my 2/3 cups, I'm not very precise with it. I just kind of put in a little bit more than 2/3 cup. So when I do it, it just kind of makes it more fluffy when you add a little bit more yogurt. And I'm using plain Greek yogurt. And then before adding the rest of the wet ingredients, I go ahead and mix that together, and it smells super delicious. That vanilla extract does a lot of work. Then I go ahead and add in 1/4 cup of coconut oil, and it's much preferred if your coconut oil is oily and liquidy. And then once we're done with that and you mix all that up together, you're gonna go ahead and add 1/2 cup of honey. And once that is completely in there, go ahead and mix it one more final time, and it should look like the consistency that you see here once it is totally mixed up and in the correct consistency. Now that you have your wet ingredients down, you're gonna go ahead and bring in your dry ingredients and then pour all your wet ingredients in there. And then once you have that all poured in there, you're gonna go ahead and mix it up. And make sure you mix it very good. You get all the powder and the liquid mixed together so you don't have any powder left over. And it should be this kind of thick consistency. It should not be really thin, and it should not be really thick either. Now, once you have that entirely mixed, you're gonna go ahead and get your donut bowl pans. So go ahead and grease your pan with that. I use coconut oil to grease the pans, and yes, I do use my fingers. They were clean. I washed them before this, so don't worry about that. And once you're done with that, I go ahead and take the mixture that we made, put it in a plastic baggie, cut the tip off of one side, and then just pour it in like that. And now once that is completely done, you have all your donuts put in your pan. You're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven for anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. I usually do 9 minutes exactly. And now when you're waiting for that to cook, you're gonna go ahead and make your 3 ingredient glaze. So first up, we're gonna go ahead and put in 1/3 cup of coconut oil. Follow that up with 2 tablespoons of honey. And then go ahead and add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder and mix that together. And it should be a really thin, liquidy mixture. Now, once you go ahead and take your donuts out of the oven, you're gonna go ahead and put them on a plate or just leave them in the pan if you want. And then you can go ahead and add your icing to the donuts. So hopefully you enjoyed this recipe and you like these donuts. But thank you for watching. And if you wanna help support me, please do leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. But thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.